So, um, with the risk of offending anyone on the call, I would like to be facilitated on I hate cats.
I love it. It's cool that you brought that up before we even started, even before anyone else arrived. And then we ended up talking about that in all different ways before we started this call. So let's do it. Yeah. So what's the situation, Meg?
So, a friend of mine, we're on the phone, and she says that she's going to get a cat. And I was so surprised that she was going to get a cat. And I was so surprised at my reaction saying, I hate cats. Like, just blurted it out. And she was like, what are you talking about? Where'd that come from? And I was like, oh. Then I started to think, it was like my mom and that kind of stuff. And things came, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So
So
it's been a
you
long,
hate cats.
I don't say it often out loud, but I think it a lot. When I see a cat,
Uh-huh.
I think I hate cats.
Okay, great. So let's do the work. You hate cats. Is it true?
Yes.
And can you absolutely know it's true? You hate cats.
No.
So how do you react? What happens when you think that you hate cats?
I'm very fearful. That's where the no came from. So it's definitely, I feel fear. My heart races. Like it's, I want them to go away. I don't want to even see them. Um, I hear my mother saying, I hate cats, I hate cats, I hate cats. um, we never had cats. I think of people with scratches on their arms that have cats, and I think, oh, they're
Right.
so dangerous. Like, um, I think they're dirty. I think they're um, don't have any boundaries. Like they don't accept that this is my yard and there's no cats allowed. um, um, yeah, it's overwhelming. I want them to go away. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happens when your friend says, I'm going to get a cat?
Oh my gosh. It was like such a geyser, like oh my gosh, and because I live in Arkansas now, I used to live in Connecticut, and when I go back, I stay with her, and I thought I'm not going to stay with her anymore. Like she's got a cat.
Yeah.
That's the end of that friendship. 20 years out the window like that.
So it's come to this.
Yeah, this is it, And so I, was like, why? Why would you want a cat? So
Yeah.
I seriously thought my fear of cats and the cat hair and the cat smell and all that would make me not want to visit her anymore.
Yeah. And how do you treat your friend? What do you think of her when she's saying she is going to get a cat and you hate them?
Well, she said she wanted it for company, and I thought, that's desperate. I thought she was really desperate. That's the last thing on earth that you would want for company. I was like, get a stuffed animal, you know? I was like, not a cat. So I thought like she was off. Like she was really off. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. When you have this thought that you hate cats, do you feel it anywhere in your body? Does it show up as any kind of discomfort or stress in the body anywhere?
definitely my heart races and my stomach gets flip-floppy. It's like that fear, adrenaline, I need to protect myself kind of feeling. Like this is no longer safe. There's a cat here. Like it's like danger, danger.
The enemy is here.
Yes.
Yeah. And generally speaking, how do you treat cats when when they are around, when they are in your environment, when you run into one, when you think you hate cats?
Well, I definitely bang on the window if I see a cat in my yard. And then if that doesn't stop them, I open the door and then I yell at them. And I won't go as far as throwing a rock. I won't go that far, but I want to scare them. I want them, I don't want to hurt them. I just want them to leave. Leave. Yeah, so I'm very aggressive. I'm aggressive towards them.
Right. So that aggression is how you react. One of the ways you react when you think you hate cats just comes out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and do you see any images from your past when you think you hate cats?
I had an aunt who had a lot of cats, and she had scratches all over her arms, and I just couldn't understand it. And it would be like, we wouldn't go in her house. If we went to visit her, we had to be outside because there was like all these cats. And it flipped me out as a little kid that like we couldn't go in the house, and we would visit outside, and she'd just have the cats inside and outside, and yeah, and I'd see her and I'd see all these scratches, and you know, it was definitely influenced by my mother's reaction to it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Any images of your mother around cats?
Yeah, she would, you know, be very vocal about, I hate cats, and we'll never have a cat. Um, and I have 4 brothers, and 2 of them have cats, and 2 of them hate cats. So we got like down the middle.
We have a civil war.
It's kind of like, yeah, like I'll ask my brother if he'll put the cat in the other room when I go there. And he thinks I'm very strange for that, but it's just, I'm not comfortable. It's just.
That's it. When I think I hate cats, I can't be comfortable around cats. It's very clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would you be without this thought that you hate cats? Go back first with the friend who says that they're getting a cat. Who would you be without the thought you hate cats?
I'd be interested in saying, well, is there a kind of cat you want? Or, is it going to be really little? Is it going to be a little cat? It's going to be... It's not going to be a big cat, right? I'd be like interested, but also I have that thought of what size is the cat, So without the thought, I hate cats. I'd be just interested, and I'd be like, oh, maybe that would work for you to have something around that you could pet, I guess, or would sit with you or whatever. I guess I'd be a little more open to the idea that it wasn't a terrible idea,
Yeah. And who would you be thinking of sometimes visiting this friend without the thought that you hate cats?
It would be a possibility of staying with her, I guess. Like if I didn't have that thought. Yeah, I'd be more relaxed and more open to the idea. It would be okay. I mean, it wouldn't be a thing if I didn't have that thought.
Right. This thought is what makes it a thing, right? I hate cats, so I don't want to be anywhere near them. If that thought isn't there, I don't know what I'll do, but I'm more open.
Yeah.
And who would you be if, like, around cats in general, without the thought you hate them? When they show up from time to time, when you run into one, who would you be without the thought you hate cats?
I guess like the one that comes in my yard, I would wonder where it comes from. I would wonder whose it is. So it would be more of a caring, like, are you okay? Is it like, do you have a home? Like, or just look out the window and see the cat and just be like, oh, okay, and turn away and just like not even engage, like not even think I need to protect myself, or like it would just be okay. Oh, there's a cat in the yard. It would be it would be like seeing a bird in the yard, like not a problem. Like, yeah.
Yep. With the thought, I hate cats, then seeing a cat becomes a problem.
Yes. And I wouldn't feel riled up and aggressive.
Right. So it's really clear from your answers how this thought changes your experience of cats. Like with the thought, I hate them, there's all this, they're dangerous and get riled up and do everything to get them to go away or avoid them. And without the thought, kind of neutral. It's like, okay, birds come into the yard, cats come into the yard, friends get cats, friends don't get cats. Like it's so
it's
the
not
thought,
high alert.
that's what we're seeing. Not high alert, right? So this thought puts one in high alert. That's what we're seeing when you're believing it. And without it, not. So let's turn the thought around. I hate cats.
So I don't hate cats.
Okay. How could that be as true or truer?
Well, I never killed the cat. I guess I never hurt a
Okay,
cat.
don't hate them that badly. Okay, you don't even throw rocks at them, so that's
I
cool.
don't, I don't want to hurt them. So I don't hate them like I want to hurt them. So I don't hate cats. Because it's more I'm afraid of them than it's hurting them. Like it's not
Oh,
hating them,
interesting.
it's
Yeah,
fearful. It's fear-based.
yeah,
So it's
I
it's
like
not
it.
accurate
So
that I
that's
hate them.
you use those words, and it sounds true when I'm saying it, kind of. But
Yes.
the truer truth is that you're a little more afraid of them than anything. Like you said, they're dangerous, they're dirty, they have these different. They can scratch you, all that stuff. So I'm afraid of cats could be truer than I hate cats.
Yes.
Cool.
So I don't hate cats. I've
What's
never had
another
a cat.
example?
So I mean, I never had a cat. So how could I hate something that I never actually really participated in or, like
Right.
gave a chance? Like, so how can you hate something you never
Exactly.
really experienced?
Really good point. Yeah. You have your story of cats and you see them here and there, but the intersection is very much at a distance. So the story remains predominant and the reality is sort of crossing the lawn in a distance. So you never know. Up close, if you actually participated or gave a chance, it might be different than the way you see it at the moment.
Right.
Like just to be fair, right? Just
Yeah.
okay. I don't know if I hate cats or not. I'm not leaning towards cats, but I don't know if I really dislike them that much, or what it would be like if I actually lived with them.
Right.
What's another way of finding examples for this turnaround? I don't hate cats. What would be another explanation for your experience rather than this, that you hate them?
I'm not sure. What, what are you thinking? Like,
I don't know. I don't hate cats. What else was I always look for, like, is
okay.
there an alternative explanation, you know? I don't hate cats. Like I'm afraid of cats, or maybe it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I
not I
mean,
don't hate cats.
it's a family story.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a family story.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even tested it out. I barely even know cats, but I've
Right.
inherited the family story and
Yes.
I have bought into it enough that I believe it's true, but I haven't fully tested it for myself.
Right.
That's cool. How many beliefs do we have, all of us, that are like this? I hate this. I hate this kind of people, this kind of situation. And maybe it wasn't even our idea that that was a bad kind of thing in the first place, but we inherit it from someone else and then we never test it and we just believe it and we act on it. So, very normal thing to do, but it's just really cool to see when you start to look at it like that's what's actually going on. Where's the I in this? I hate cats. I don't know. All I did was just borrow someone else's belief and tack a few data points on it and said, yeah, now it's true for me.
Mm-hmm.
But did it? That's what I love about this kind of work, is that it makes me really look and see what is true for me. And maybe it's I just don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there another turnaround? Any other turnaround? I hate cats.
Cats hate me.
Cats hate me.
Well,
be.
I mean, the way I feel about them, I'm sure they feel my energy. It's like it would be, it's from their point of view, it'd be rational to want to be afraid of me or to stay away from me if I'm the angry lady or the fearful person. Like they can sense that.
Yeah. They don't know. It's like irrational. You don't know if you're going to come chasing after her, after them, or yelling at them, or what. So, yeah. And then you only get to see cats around someone that they don't feel comfortable with.
Right.
So you see the worst of cats in a way because of that, or could be.
Yeah.
That's how like feuds get started, between families or something. You only see the worst of them, and they see the worst of you, and it's just like the whole thing becomes worse and worse and worse over time, and you have more and more real reasons to hate each other. But is that really who the other is? So interesting. Okay, any other turnarounds? And I don't know if there are, but I hate
Well,
cats.
if there was I love cats.
Okay.
I'm trying to think,
That's
is
like
there a
the opposite
cartoon like
extreme.
Felix or somebody like a cartoon cat like that,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that I loved
Garfield
when I
or
was a
one of
kid? Like
those.
Felix, I think is his name.
Felix, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Um,
what are some of the qualities that you do actually like about cats if you're being completely objective about it for yourself?
well, I've read stories where cats have, saved their owner by like going on a woman's breast and then when they didn't normally, and then the woman had cancer, like the cat, sensed a bodily change and that alerted them to
Yeah.
be like, well, why is the cat on my breast? It was always on my lap. And so I've read stories how cats have helped their owners.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've even heard of the purring of a cat. Supposedly, it helps for bones to knit if they're broken. Like sometimes they'll put cats with a horse with a broken bone or something like that. I've heard stories like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep going. How is it? What are some qualities of cats that you might actually appreciate in some way?
Well, I know people who just really love their cats. And like there must be a reason. I mean, that they are good companions or they're fun or they're playful or, I mean, a lot of people have cats. So um,
There must be something,
there's
right?
got to be something there.
could 500 billion people be wrong? Like that. So what could be, and these are just would be kind of new hypothesis of what could be some qualities of cats that might be interesting or charming or
Well, I've
nice.
never petted a cat, but I see people do it and they seem to like it. Like it must feel soft.
Yeah, I can say from my experience, it is very soft. They're very soft.
So that would be
Their
good.
hair
And
is
they
more
seem
soft
to
than.
be, it's from what I hear, it's like compared to a dog, you can like go away for 3 days and leave food and water and they're okay. Like you don't have to like set your clock to be home at 4 o'clock. Like so it's a pet that's more
Yeah,
easily to take care of.
definitely. You don't have to take it out for a walk. You don't have to play with it as much. They take care of themselves
Yeah, they
quite a
seem
bit.
to take care of
Yeah.
themselves. They seem to like each other. Cats seem to like other cats. I don't know. They seem to be like a good
Yeah.
group. Like they seem to like people who have like 5 cats. It's not like a problem. They all get along. Like
Right. Right. Yeah.
so that's a good quality.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the companionship,
So
people really get companionship.
another warm body in the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a companionship. Yeah. So this is the exercise, and it's something that you can keep playing with from now until whenever, for as long as you want, for as many, for life, is just look for what are some of the good qualities of cats. It doesn't mean you have to become a cat lover in the sense of, it doesn't mean you have to get a cat, but this is about the mind and how can I open my mind to the possibilities that there could be something good on that side as well. And then there's room for different preferences. Some people like, some people don't, some people want, some people don't. And I can fit in there too. But that's not that riled up feeling that we were looking at earlier. The more I find what's good about cats, the more it balances my story, balances the hereditary story, and leaves me in a more neutral place to be around them or not around them or whatever. So, yeah, cool work. It's something very relatable, and it's also something that extends or expands out to all kinds of groups if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do we have a group of people that we're like, oh, I hate those kind of people, and but we've never tested it. We've never actually brought them in, never been with them, just like you were saying with cats. So it's your work here expands out to touch a lot of very interesting situations. So thank you.
Thank you.